Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining. Running a little late, but at least we're here. All right. So as you see on the title, we're basically gonna cook pork chops. We're gonna do it two different ways, and it's up to you on how you want to serve it to your family. I'm just gonna show you the basic concept on how I'm gonna do it. Hey, Daddy Dutch Barbecue and Cooking. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. All right. So let's do some. You won't believe what I forgot. I forgot the main character. Holy crap. All right, let's warm up the grill real quick anyway. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it high on both. Paul Q, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining. All right, we're gonna go high on both. You could tell the difference on the flame. You see the one on the very right? It seems kind of low, right? Doesn't it? All right, so we're just gonna warm this up for a second. We're gonna go high. Pork chops here, and we are gonna work on our gravy, onions, and mushrooms right here. All right, so watch this for a second. Let me, I totally forgot the main ingredient. All right, here we go. Let's get these pork chops out of the way. Move these out of the way. Ooh, look at that. That one's broken. Listen to that sizzling sound. That is the greatest sound ever. Listen to it. Listen to that sizzle. Okay. And then you can kind of see where it sits on our flame. Right there, you see it? Right smack down the middle. And that's how you do it, folks. Look at all that steam. All right, let me move back over here. In the meantime, let's get our... It's always good to have accessories for your Blackstone. I know I owe a subscriber one of these. Trust me, I'm looking, I'm searching. I promise you I'm not trying to screw you over. But those things are hard to find. They were easy last year. Those pans were everywhere in Walmart. Now, they stopped selling them. I don't know why. But if you want one of these, I found them in Walmart. And I'm just gonna let that melt for a little bit. I found them in Walmart. They were like $5 in the grill section. Okay, let's season our pork chops, all right? We're not gonna keep them long. We're probably just gonna do like 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes on each side. So, 505. Seasoning, let's talk about seasoning. All right, we're gonna season them. Let's start off with some pink salt. Black pepper. All right, check out this seasoning, all right? Check out this seasoning. So I bought this a while back, and it's called that's hot. Herb seasoning mix. You see it? And in this mix, it has the mixed herb, oregano, rosemary, basil, and mixed herb. I think that's all three of them combined. But if you don't have this, just get all three ingredients: basil, rosemary, and oregano. All right? So we'll go with rosemary first, just because that's the first thing I open. Okay. And oregano. Or you know what's really good too? I wish I had some. Just that Italian seasoning. Those are pretty good. But I didn't have that. And we're gonna go with basil. Basil. Alright. Basil. And we're gonna do some mixed herb, whatever that is. I think it's just all three of them combined. I think that's what it is. But you can never have too much seasoning. Alright. So we're done with the pork chops. Let that be. Let's concentrate on our mushrooms and onions. All right. So we have this. Look at that. Good. Woo, that was hot. All right. Check it out. Let's throw some mushrooms in there. And let's throw some onions. All right. Wisdom SP, have you seen the new model of Black? Oh, yes, I have. With the grease on the pan? Yes, I have seen them. I want one, but I'm not going to buy one. I think I've earned one. I don't know if that makes sense. I know I probably sound cocky, but I think I've earned one. Not from my wife, but I think from Blackstone. That's just me. All right. Yeah, I have the side one. This is how I fix that drip problem. Everyone has their own way of fixing that drip problem with the older model. All right, let me add some salt to this. All right. And let me add some pepper, black pepper. And we are just gonna let it cook for a little bit. I think it just needs more butter. Let me add more butter. You can never go wrong with butter. If anyone tells you you put too much butter on your food, tell them next time, have them make you dinner. That's what I always do. Because everyone seems to be a food critic. I don't know why. I think everyone's a Gordon Ramsay nowadays, or what? Is that how it works? But hey, I'm pretty open-minded. If you have any suggestions, oh, I would love to hear them. Because I'm still learning, you know what I mean? I know some people think I'm this guy that can cook everything on Blackstone. I'm not. To be honest, I am not. I am far from it. I'm still learning. I'm still experimenting. Love it. All right, I think it's time to flip it over. Adding a little bit of oil to the mushrooms and onions. All right, this is where the flipper comes in handy. You guys remember the flipper? You guys remember that? What? Remember that? Boom. Look at that. Gotta get one of these. You gotta get one of these. They're a lifesaver. Ooh, same thing. Let's season it. Let's start off with some salt. Some black pepper. Remember, these are optionals. If you have a certain seasoning that you love to go that you go to, hey, go with that. All right, we're gonna start off with oregano. Rosemary. God, it already smells so good right now. All right, 5 minutes on each side. Oregano. Basil. All right. basil, and mixed herb. All right. There we go. 5 minutes, and we should be good. And our mushroom is looking good. It's looking good. All right, let's do. Woo, let's work on the mushrooms now. Look how beautiful that mix is. I'm sorry, but that looks beautiful. The red onions. It was white mushrooms. Now it's starting to cook. All right. One thing I'm gonna add, I always add this towards the end, is garlic. All right. Adding the garlic for flavor and health benefit. I don't like to add garlic too early into the dish because they burn so fast. Okay. All right. So we have that. Now, check this out. We're gonna do the gravy, but first we gotta add some broth to it. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. It's up to you on how much you want to add. I am going to try to go for maybe half. You know? There you go. I think that's good enough for me. Or the family, really. All right. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. And the way to cheat is you cover it. Let that heat up faster. Does that make sense? I hope so. Let's get this pork chop going. Pork chops, onions, and mushrooms. Yes! Mr. Ohms 13, what's up? Thank you for joining. Leprechaun TV, I'm late. My bad, what's going on? Hey, I'm just making some herb pork chops with some onion and mushroom gravy. We're making the gravy from scratch. I'm gonna show you how I make it. 560 plus tax, so yeah, over 600. What? Buy online? Nah, man. You're talking about the new Blackstone, right? Wow. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I mean, trust me, I want a brand new Blackstone. I do, but I just think, and I'm not kidding. I know Blackstone watches my video. I mean, in social media, they're always following me, and they're always like responding, commenting, give me likes, hearts, whatever. So I know they're watching. I ain't stupid. But at the same time, it would be nice if they gave me something. Those pork chops, yeah, they look good. We're not gonna cook them too long. They're actually, I'm gonna turn them off right now. All right. They got a good sear on them. Beautiful sear. But I don't wanna cook them too long. I don't wanna dry them up. But I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna serve them. Two different ways. All right. So let's see how my gravy's looking. Okay. Starting to heat up. Starting to heat up. Just gonna give it about another minute, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to this gravy wannabe. All right. So we are about to enter the 14 mark. All right. Okay. Here's our latest trick. Let me set up. And I am going to show you the last step we're going to do with the gravy. Let me make sure. I just want to make sure I'm set up for this. I don't want to be. All right. All right. Let me make sure I get set up real good. All right. Bowl. Check it out. There's a bowl. Now, cornstarch. All right. Now, you could do water first, cornstarch second. It's up to you in whatever order you want. But I'm going to go cornstarch and then water. Okay. Support Blackstone. Yeah. All right. You see what I'm doing? All I'm doing is mixing. Now, a lot of you guys already know what this is really for. It's just a thickening agent. All right. Uh, it's the easiest way to really make gravy. I'm sure people have their own way. I'm just telling you, this is how I'm gonna do it. So, all right. So, let's get it right here. Tell them to send Robert Roy and you on 36 model. Oh, yes. If they do, hey, if you do, tell them I need the surround table. Because, look, when you have a 36, you get a surround table that goes around right here. And then I won't have this ever again. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. And, of course, my phone is frozen again. Why is it? I don't know. All right. I don't know why it's frozen. All right. Can you guys see my griddle? Can you see the griddle? Can someone respond to me? All right. So the screen's back on. Woo, got scared for a second. All right. See how it's boiling? Look at that. It's boiling. Okay. Now you could probably cook it as long as you want, but I'm not about that tonight. I'm running late, trying to make dinner for the kids. Let's do this. Thickening agent, check it out. Put it in there, and the heat alone will thicken up. Okay? Now, if you want to season it some more, you're more welcome to. But I think with the pink salt and the black pepper I added to it and the chicken broth, I think it has its own flavor already. Okay? So we're just going to let that thicken up for a minute or so. Then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. Now, there's two ways to serve this. All right? Let me cover it up. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I cheat once in a while when I'm in a hurry, and I'll cover it up just to... Whew! These pork chops smell so freaking good. Look at it. Look at this. I know we turned them off. See, they're turned off. We're good. Turned up. We still have this on high. But it's high. I don't know if maybe I'm not aiming it. There you go. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. This side has a higher flame than this one. This one gets hotter than that one. So I just work with it, you know. If I get someone to come over and change the regulator for me, I'd appreciate it, because I think that's how it's supposed to work. So it's boiling, it's thickening up. Let me show you what I'm about to do. Oh yeah. Really good. Just gotta let it mix. Oh, smells good. All right. See if I can move you guys up here. I know I've lost a few of you guys. See how it's thickening up? I don't know if you could tell. It's not as thick as I want it to be, but you could tell the longer I cook it, the thicker it's gonna get. See it? All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 3 in the pan. All right, let me do 3 in the pan. Let's see. 3 in the pan. Ooh, trying to pick the. All right, let me put this one. All right. Put this one in there. Okay. All right. So you see what I'm doing, right? Let me zoom in if you could see it. So you could see it. Tomorrow, oh, tomorrow barbecue chicken. Oh, I would love to. So you just let it smother, cheat a little bit. Okay. Let me show you how I'm gonna serve it. Okay. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna let this cover it, and you're gonna let this cook for like, I don't know, another 5 minutes or so. Does that make sense? Now, let's set up for serving. All right. But you kind of have an idea what the next step is. So, all right, let's get the serving going here. I will show you how I will serve my kids. Let's set up this way. All right, the way I'm gonna do it is I will be serving with mashed potatoes, okay? And with this mashed potatoes, I will serve it with some pork chops, okay? And you see that? Let me zoom in. All right, so you see that, right? Look how beautiful that looks. All right, with the pork chops, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it some gravy and some onions. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that gravy running through it. Can you see it? I know you could see it. Okay. Same thing. Let's add some. Okay. Let's go with that. And let me show you how it looks like and tell me what you think. All right. Ooh. So you got a little bit of onions and mushrooms with it. I know, doesn't that look amazing? And if you watched me long enough, you know what I'm doing, right? You know, I'm setting up for a thumbnail. So this is it, okay? And you can see how thick the gravy's starting to get in due time. I know it seems like I'm rushing it, but two different ways. You know, you could have it seared, you can have it smothered in gravy. It's really up to you. Cynthia Falcon, what's up? Thank you for joining. I knew you were gonna hit me up. Cynthia Falcon's like my #1 fan. She's watched every of my live video. Okay, but that's how you do it. You could do it smothered, seared, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Look at that. Look at that. All right. So hey, I want to thank you guys for joining. All right. I promise I will put the ingredients in the description below. And if I don't, just hit the back button, rewind it, and watch it, okay? And if you haven't subscribed yet, hey, please hit that subscribe button. And if you hit that bell button, I'll see you on the next live video. All right, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Wisdom SP. Thank you for joining. Cynthia Falcon, thank you for joining. Little Susie Vert, thank you for joining. Mr. Ohms 13, hey, welcome to the family. Daddy Dutch, as always, thank you for everything. Leprechaun TV, thank you. All right, Paul Q, thank you very much. Everyone, check out each other's channel. You could watch the comment, subscribe to each other, help each other out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Bye.